Hello viewers, welcome back. So before actually starting with this video, I would really like to thank all those dedicated and sincere teachers across the globe who are giving their best in delivering quality rich content among their students. I know this is a very tough time. This actually has been a very tough time for not only students but for the teachers as well, because most of us are not that techno savvy and are giving our best to cope up with the advancement in terms of technology. So this particular video is aimed at simplifying their efforts, simplifying the manual work to a certain extent, because we all know that for the last 1.5 years we have been conducting our lectures in the online mode, either through Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or any other such video conferencing software or portal. So we know that we end up wasting 10-15 minutes of our crucial lecture timing in taking attendance, or even if we take attendance through plugins available, we have to sort it out, we have to arrange all those data, and then at the end of the day you have to do a lot of manual work in sorting all those things in one place, right? So to avoid such hassles, I have already posted few videos. You can see the videos in my description section, or even on top in the cards section. You can just go and check those videos. This particular video is nothing but a version update to all those attendance sheets, all those automated sheets I have created so far. And this particular version has a lot of differences in terms of the previous version. I have added a few advancements to the existing sheet so that the manual work could be further reduced, it could be further simplified. So without wasting much time, let me show you what this actual sheet is all about. The interface is quite similar to what you might have seen earlier. For those who are watching this video for the first time, let me walk you through what exactly I'm talking about. You can see on your screen there is an Excel sheet where this is the main screen or the main sheet of this particular worksheet. What exactly happens over here is, as you can see, it is basically divided into multiple sheets. I will cover all those sheets one by one. Over here, the columns are basically the name of students, the ID. Now it depends college to college, it depends institute to institute. In my case, Universal College of Engineering, we provide an ID to the student whenever they create their email IDs, right? So it actually differs from institute to institute. In your case, it might be something else. In my case, it is like this. Fine. And when I scroll to the right, you will see on top the lecture count is given, and on your screens over here you will be able to see that either a 1 is mentioned or not applicable is mentioned over there. It simply means that the student has either attended that particular lecture session or the student was absent for that lecture session. So for this particular student over here, she had attended lecture number 18 but was absent for lecture number 19, right? So as a result, you will see that when I scroll it to the right, at the end you will see that it also counts the total number of lectures conducted along with the lectures attended by that particular student, and the last column being the percentage of attendance till date. So this particular sheet not only can be used for record keeping, but it can also be used for report generation, attendance defaulter report, right? So you can easily create such reports with the help of this particular sheet. Now let me scroll down over here to this particular sheet over here, present student roll numbers. It is the utmost important sheet because based upon the result of this sheet only, the outputs are highlighted or reflected on the main screen, on the main sheet. Right, so let me go over here. This is a very simple sheet over here. As you can see, it consists of all the students who were present for a particular lecture on that particular date, right? So how to fill up this particular sheet or how to populate this sheet? Because what exactly happens over here is, let me go back once again and show you. If I click on any of these random lectures over here, for example, lecture number 37, you can see there is a formula over here. Right? So this formula is nothing but what it tries to do is it matches the column C8, that is the value present at column C row 8, that is this particular student's name, right? So what it tries to do is it matches C8 with the corresponding value present in this particular sheet, that is present student roll numbers sheet. So what happens over here is lecture number 37, if match C8 with AK3 to AK201. So let's see what is AK3. So let me go back to the sheet and scroll to AK. As I can see over here, this is AK, right? So we are starting our search, or basically this is like a lookup table or lookup function where we are searching from AK3 till the very last entry. In our case, we have taken AK201 just for safe side. It can be even more than 200 students, but for safer side, I have taken 200 students. You can modify this particular statement depending upon the number of students you have. So what we are doing is, for lecture number 37, the lookup value is present in AK column. Similarly, for lecture 38, the lookup value will be present in AL column, and so on. Isn't it simple? It's very simple. The formula is that much only. That is, if match C8, that is, if the student over here is present in the AK column anywhere, irrespective of the order in which they are present, then that particular student will be marked as 1. That is, that particular student will be present for that lecture. Otherwise, the student will be absent. Similarly, over here, roll number 2 was not present in the list, and hence in this particular column, in this particular field over here, she is marked as absent. It's that simple. It's as simple as that. So if the student is present in a column, the corresponding value over here in the previous sheet will be updated with 1. Otherwise, if it will be updated as not applicable or not present. Fine. So this is the sheet. Now you might be asking me how to populate this sheet over here. Do we need to do it manually? No, not at all. That is why I have prepared the sheet, just to avoid the manual work, or to make it as minimum as possible. So how to do it? It's very simple. For that, what you need to do is you need to install a Google Chrome extension. If you are using Google Chrome as the browser, I believe that's the most popular browser people use. So you can use Google Chrome browser, or even Mozilla or Edge. The corresponding extensions will be available for those browsers also. So this is the plugin or extension that we are looking for, that is Google Meet Attendance. If you click on it, you will be presented with the options to download and embed that with your Google Chrome browser. So this is the plugin or extension that we are looking for, that is Google Meet Attendance. If you click on it, you will be presented with the options to download and embed that with your Google Chrome browser. Now this particular extension is also available for Microsoft Edge as well as Mozilla. In my case, I already have it installed, so you can see this button over here. In your case, it will be like install or add it to Chrome, right? Next up, let me actually begin with a Meet session and show you how exactly we can make use of it. Once you move inside a Meet session, or once you start a Google Meet session, you will be able to see that on top over here at the right top corner, you will see this symbol. That is nothing but the extension, that is Meet Attendance Collector. So simply click on it, and once you click on it, you will see these many options. Don't get perplexed. It's very simple. What you need to do is you simply need to click on rescan plus download. And once you click on it, you will see that there will be some movement going on and a particular Excel file will be downloaded. Now what exactly happens is, if you click on it once again, you will see that now the members are not 0 anymore. It is 1. Because it has scanned all the members present in your Google Meet session. So all those students who are actually present in your Google Meet session, only those students will get the attendance marked as present. Otherwise, not. So this will also help you avoid some kind of proxies, and you won't waste any much time in collecting attendance manually or calling out names of the students, because this particular extension or plugin does the job very efficiently. So once you have downloaded that particular extension, let me again download it for you. Rescan plus download, and this is how it will look like. If you click on it, if you open the file, it will show you a list of students who were actually present for that particular lecture of yours. It will also give you the time at which the particular attendance was collected. So now you can see, as there is only one student, that is me of course, so only my name is present on top. Otherwise, if there are 50 students present in your lecture, all those 50 students names will be present over here, one after the other. Now what you need to do is, your task is very simple. You simply need to select all these students over here, copy them, and go to your automated sheet, the second sheet, that is present student roll numbers. Now suppose you are conducting 50th lecture or 40th lecture, depending upon the number of the lecture, you have to go to that particular column corresponding to it. For example, let me do some changes. I already have entered all those 52 lectures data. Let me remove this 52nd lectures data from here, and let me show you a sample which I'm already having. This is how the meet attendance collector generated sample will look like, or generated Excel sheet will look like. I've obviously removed the top 3 or 4 rows because I don't want all those informations. So what you can do is, you can simply delete them and save it somewhere. Copy all the data, that is copy all the students from this particular list. It's very simple. Just copy it, go to your attendance sheet, automated sheet, and paste it anywhere in this column. And now this should highlight in your actual attendance collector automated sheet. As you can see, 52nd lecture is highlighted. If you want to see, if I delete all this data once again and save it, now let me see if the 52nd lecture is having any students or not. As you can see, the 52nd lecture is not having any students over here. Let me repeat the process once again to make things very much clear. Let me paste it over here. Let me again go back. Let me copy and let me paste the data over here. Now save it, go back, and as you can see, now the data has magically popped up over here. So isn't it interesting? It's really very simple. So now let me revise all the steps once again. The most important step being this particular column C. Why so? Because as I have already mentioned during the start of this video, that depending upon the institute, the registrations, depending upon the institute, the names or the format of collection of names will be different. But in our case, what we do is, we actually make use of a Google Classroom. What Google Classroom does is, we actually conduct the lectures through Google Classroom only. The students are registered on Google Classroom. The student has to go to the live lecture using the Meet link of that Google Classroom only. So we have separate classrooms for each subjects. It simplifies the task very much. So once the student is inside a particular subject's classroom, they can access the Meet lectures for that particular subject. As you can see, this is how the Meet link is shown. The student goes inside the Meet link, and the corresponding name of the student will be captured from the Google Classroom itself. So let me show you how the list of students look like. So whoever is enrolled in my Google Classroom, their names are shown like this, and this is how the Google Meet attendance collector will also capture the data. So you need to make sure that whatever names are present in your Google Classroom, those names only should be highlighted over here. Otherwise, there will be a mismatch with the Google Classroom data and the Meet attendance collector data. That is the main criteria that you have to fulfill. Otherwise, everything else is very simple. I'm going to provide you this attendance sheet, this automated sheet, Excel sheet, free of cost, obviously. Without any doubts, I will provide you in the description section. Go over there, download it, and modify it accordingly. The formulas are also present over there, so you don't need to change much. Only thing is, if you are having more than 52 lectures, so you might need to add some columns over here, do some dragging and pulling of those columns. That's it. Otherwise, if you are a little bit comfortable with Excel, you will be able to do that very much easily. And second thing, just make sure that you copy the data properly without any spaces. Otherwise, everything else will work really smooth over here without much hassles. So this is the version number 4 which I have created. I have changed the version number 3 a little bit, and this is how the improved version looks like. If you want to check my previous videos, you can just click on the cards over here on top, and you will be able to check those videos, and you will be able to compare how much different this particular video is from those videos, and how much different this sheet is from those sheets available. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I hope I was able to give something back to the community where I belong. And I'm myself a teacher. I know how much efforts we have taken in the last 1 or 2 years, and we never know how long we need to continue with this online mode of teaching. And I will obviously continue bringing such content for not only teachers but also my dear students, so that they can learn and they can grow together. So stay tuned. Keep liking my videos. If you have any suggestions for me, if you have any comments for me, do let me know in the comment section. And also do let me know on which topics you want me to create certain videos in the future. That will definitely help me bring some beautiful content for you. If you have liked the content of my channel, do subscribe to it if you have not yet subscribed, and do share it with your friends. Thanks a lot. Take care. Stay blessed.